Listen, brothers. One day there was an old lady. She was very poor. In fact, she had no home. Well, she kind of had a home. She lived in a cave with her daughter and grandson. When it was a cold day, they would put the campfire on so it would be warm and cozy. They slept with wool pillows, which I don't think would be very comfortable. The old lady was very old. In fact, she was 185.
Wow, that is old. Yeah.
And she was very, very slow. And the reason she was very, very slow was because she was very old. One day when she was only 75, a weird man came up to her and said,
"You must leave this land immediately."
But of course, the old lady did not listen, and she said,
"No, we will not leave. This is me and my family's home."
And the weird man was angry, and so he cursed her with immortality. A while later, when the woman was 200, her grandson and daughter died. And then the old woman was very sad. In fact, she thought she should not be alive anymore. And then she decided to go to the doctors. And she said, "I am 200. And then the doctors ran some examinations. And they said,
"You should not be alive."
And then they realized she was immortal. Which means you can't die. So, the old woman decided to find the weird man again. And she said,
"Please take this curse away from me, or I'll chase you with an axe."
and the weird man said,
No.
"All right, I'll just chase you with an axe."
Fine, fine. I shall remove the curse from you.
and so he did. And then,
What happened after that? Yeah. What happened after that?
I don't know, he died, I suppose.